everybody, welcome to IPO Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 top 3D printer stocks for 2021. So these 3D printer stocks have strong momentum and they have good growth, and the 3D printing sector has been a very strong performer recently, and I think it has still very strong upside potential. So I think it definitely pays if you watch that video with me until the end and have a look at all of these strong 3D printer stocks. So before I start right off with the first 3D printer stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note, please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first 3D printer stock. And as you can see it in the chart, it is ML. Millennial Lithium. Millennial Lithium. Yeah. In the long-term chart, you see we have been moving downtrending for quite some time. Then we had a strong uptrend, which lasted until January 2018 from January around when we broke out May 2016, and we came back heavily in the stock, and recently here we made a corona low as well. I mean, we had a downtrend from January 2018 and made the low in the downtrend in March 2020. Then we reversed from that low, traded to the upside, and we could break the downtrending moving averages in July 2020 and trade further to the upside and form a nice and very strong uptrend into the short-term chart. Here we see a sideways moving phase, and then we see an uptrend, and we see as well we had a series of gap ups, strong gap ups, volume coming into the stock, and the stock just gapped up. Here it gapped up, here it gapped up, here it gapped up to the upside. The serial gap ups to the upside, strong sign in Millennial Lithium. So overall we had a strong momentum move in Millennium Lithium, and also Millennium Lithium. It's a penny stock, so it has strong potential upside, but it has also higher risk. Keep that in mind. But yeah, still strong uptrend here. And when we look at the growth characteristics for Millennial Lithium, I mean, the EPS growth, it's sluggish, it's minus 55%, and the relative strength rating, it's 83, so it's okay. And I mean, it had a strong recent momentum move, and it's a penny stock, so I think there is potential, but there is also higher risk. So I think it's also a top 3D printer stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Millennial Lithium. Now let's have a look at the next top 3D printer stock for 2021. And as you can see, it is KODK, Eastman Kodak. Here you can see the long-term chart of Eastman Kodak, and as you can see, we have been downtrending in Eastman Kodak for quite some time, and then we made the low in March 2020, reversed from that low, traded to the upside, and here we had a strong, you can see a strong gap up move, strong volume coming into the stock, and we came back quite heavily, and now we are trending sideways, and I think soon we could have a bounce to the upside and continue, because here a very strong volume came into the stock. So I think from this characteristics, Eastman Kodak is a good 3D printer stock from a technical standpoint. And when we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth is super strong with 1,406%. And the sales growth, it's a little bit sluggish with minus 25%. But the sales growth, it's okay with 84. So I think Eastman Kodak is also a good 3D printer stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Eastman Kodak. Now let's have a look at the next 3D printer stock for 2021. And it is ALGN. Alliant Technology. Here you can see the long-term chart of Alliant Technology, and as you can see, we had a long-term uptrend in the line here, long-term uptrend from September 2015 until October 2018. Then we had a correction phase or a downtrending phase with strong breakdowns, then counter rallies, breakdowns, a breakdown, a counter rally, and the final breakdown and final counter rally, and we broke the downtrend and the downtrending moving averages in May 2020, traded to the upside and formed a nice and very strong uptrend since then. The short-term chart, we see that uptrend here. Nice uptrend. You see here we bounce off the 30-day moving average, the orange line. Here again we bounce off the 30-day moving average, the orange line. Here we bounce off the 40-day moving average. Here of the 50-day moving average, bounce to the upside, bounce here again to the upside of the 50-day. Here we bounce off the 50-day to the upside, traded to the upside. Here we had a strong gap up, earnings gap up in the stock in Alliant, very strong gap up. And yeah, after this strong gap up, we have been drifting up in Alliant Technology quite strongly. And yeah, recently we had again an earnings gap up and came back a little bit of that one as well. But overall, we are in a strong uptrend in Alliant Technology. When we look at the growth characteristics, these are very good as well. The EPS growth, it's good with 34%. And the sales growth is good as well with 25%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 80. So with these kinds of characteristics, I think Alliant is also a good 3D printer stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Alliant Technology, SSYS, Stratasys Limited. Stratasys. Here you can see the long-term chart of Stratasys, and as you can see, we have been moving sideways. Then we had a downtrend in Stratasys, and yeah, the downtrend here, let's say, lasted from around July 2019 until we made the low in September 2020. We reversed from that low, traded to the upside, broke that downtrend and the downtrending moving averages, and yeah, we could further trade to the upside and form a nice and strong uptrend. The short-term chart you see here, when we broke out to the upside and broke the downtrend, and then you see as well we formed a nice and strong uptrend and the very strong uptrend, and you see as well the moving averages are stacking to the upside quite nicely. Recently we came back in Stratasys, and now it looks like we want to bounce of the 30-day moving average to the upside. And for instance, here we had a bounce of the 20-day moving average to the upside. So I think from a technical standpoint, we had a strong recent momentum move in Stratasys, which is a good sign. When we look at the growth characteristics, I mean, the EPS growth, it's super strong with 1,452%. And the sales growth, it's a little bit sluggish with minus 23%. But the relative strength rating is okay with 79. So I think Stratasys is also a good 3D printer stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Stratasys. So now we come to the last 3D printer stock for 2021 for today. And it is UCTT. Ultra Clean Holdings. Here you can see the long-term chart of Ultra, and as you can see, from 2018 we had a downtrend until, let's say, around we made the low in December 2018, reversed from that low in December 2018, traded to the upside and formed a nice and very strong uptrend since then. Overall, the uptrend has been quite volatile. For instance, here we had a strong rally, then we had a high February 2020, and then we had the Corona breakdown. We made a low in March 2020 with Ultra Clean. but we reversed from that low, traded to the upside, and continued overall the uptrend in ultra clean. In the short-term chart, we see an uptrend here. Here, for instance, you can see a base building phase, period of pause in that uptrend. Here again, a breakout of that base. We traded to the upside, and here, for instance, we bounced off the 40-day moving average, traded to the upside, and here we bounce again. The 20-day moving average, traded to the upside, and now we are currently near the highs in ultra clean. When we look at the growth characteristics, these are excellent for ultra clean. The EPS growth is very strong with 250%, and the sales growth is also strong with 36%, and the relative strength rating, it's okay with 76. So I think with these characteristics, ultra clean is also a good 3D printer stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the 3D printer stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video is a nice 3D printer stock which you can use for your research. And also, please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me and any new strong momentum or growth stocks. So please subscribe now. Okay, thank you for watching that video, and I think that year will be an exciting year in stock trading because of all this fiscal and monetary stimulus going on around the world from all of these central banks and governments. So I think at the end of the year we will see much higher stock prices. So I think it definitely pays if you invest your time in to look out for strong stocks for this year. Okay, thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.